I am the Vice President of Programs and Standards with the Assiniboine Regional Health Authority. And it's the Honorable Gary Dewar, Premier of Manitoba.
Great to meet again to your presence here today. I first of all want to congratulate the municipalities and the city or town of Deepwater for their community efforts. I think Mr. Bailey was involved leading this part of this campaign, and I want to thank you very much for raising over $2.5 million to make this facility a reality today. I also want to say that the province went from an initial commitment of $16 million to over $27 million, not only to deal with higher costs in construction, but also to deal with the reconfiguration of the new center here. The reconfiguration includes access that is not present in the present facility for people that require care. It also includes greater acuity of care from where we were before with what is called level 3 and 4 patients here. And it also includes increased energy efficiency with some of the geothermal and other environmental features of this building that Stantec has been so good at providing in this design. That in fact will save some of the energy costs of up to 50% a year, and that of course could go and be rededicated to patient care as opposed to higher energy costs. The building also has a lot of new features over the previous building. For the 100 people that are going to be here, there's individual rooms, there's tracks for staff to be able to have some assistance for patient raising in the rooms. There is going to be dining areas adjacent to each area of the residents here in the facility, and there's going to be elevated tubs, all of which adds to safety for both the residents and the staff. I would like to thank the staff for the years that they have dealt with residents in trying capital conditions with the old facility. A beautiful view, probably one of the nicest views in Manitoba. But I had been through the facility, and the fact that not all halls lead to the other with different stairways and other limitations for patient care. And I just want to thank the staff for dealing with that over the years. And I think you'll find that the new facility is much more appropriate for patient care, and of course, which is your vocation and your absolute passion for people, which makes it very, very important for people residing in this facility. We also would want to point out that the programs here are part of healthcare designs. We're not just taking 125 beds from the former place and going and repeating that with the 100 beds here, but we're putting money into assisted care. We're putting money in aging in place. We doubled the home care budget in this region alone. Every year that money is in the budget. I think it's 60% increase in home care. And so that is all part of how we can have more people living in their homes, in their communities with dignity and with the appropriate service. So we're not just designing buildings from the 60s, we're designing them for the next 20 or 30 years where we have some of the resources go to community-based services for people as opposed to just the traditional residential settings that we have here. It's also exciting to be with the mayor and the Reeves today. Just last week we got final approval for the expansion of Spring Hill. I know this isn't part of my healthcare speech, but it all works in together. And you know, this is where my mother was born and grew, was raised. So I have to talk about Deepwater. I'm really, really delighted that we've got the environmental license. The province is committed to the initial $12 million. We'll be working with the mayor and the Reeves on other infrastructure proposals with the federal government. We thought the country of origin legislation always percolating south of the border, getting more processing here in Manitoba provides greater security of income for our producers here in Manitoba, more jobs in this community, and of course we can do it by investing in the treatment of that materials. And of course we have some challenges now to encounter and accomplish with the proposals on the water at the front end of this proposal as well. And we certainly will be working with the mayor and the Reefs on that as well. So we think it's all coming together in the same week. I think we got the license on Friday and the opening here today, Thursday. And it's all part of, I just want to say also to people in Manitoba, there's a lot of international news about the economy. There's a lot of news about what it means in Canada, what it doesn't mean. Today the conference board came out with statistics saying Manitoba and Saskatchewan will lead the country, will be above British Columbia, Alberta, Ontario, Quebec in terms of economic growth. And it's because of the good people that are in this room and the good people in this community that Manitoba's growth is going to continue to grow in a world where countries and provinces and states primarily are having a decline in growth and therefore a real challenge for their citizens. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for being part of that success that was announced today by the conference board. But congratulations to everybody that made this official opening possible today. It's a beautiful building in a beautiful city, and my mother always called it a city, so I can keep saying it. It's a beautiful city, and I'm really, really delighted and proud to be here. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
I would like to call upon the Honourable Teresa Oswald, Minister.
Well, good morning. My speech will be very brief, I assure you. Thank you very much, Mr. Premier, for being here to share this very important day. I'm here simply to say thank you. Thank you to the citizens of this community that have made a Herculean effort with your fundraising. It's extraordinary, and you can see the fruits of your labor here today. Thank you very much to the Regional Health Authority that has been an excellent partner in ensuring that this facility is the best possible facility that it could be, and indeed it is. Thank you very much to members of the community that have worked with the region to make that happen. Thank you very much to the incoming residents for your patience. Certainly the day is going to come very soon where you will be here in your new home. Thank you very much in advance to the staff that will be helping with that transfer of residents to Country Meadows. I know that you're going to do that with the professionalism, with the dignity and grace that you use every single day in the job that you do. So my words to you today are indeed nothing more and nothing less than thank you. As I was driving into town today, I thought about Margaret Lawrence, of course. And I remembered, of course, in her most important novel, one would argue, The Stone Angel, she comes to a revelation at the end, the protagonist, and says, this was it. This was the moment. Maybe this is what I wanted to do all along, simply to rejoice. And that is what we're doing today in this great achievement you have before you. Rejoice in what you have done. Rejoice in where you will live. And I congratulate you, each and every one. Thank you very much.
I'll keep it extremely brief. I have had an opportunity to go through this facility already. I'm very impressed, and I'm sure I know a lot of the people that are on staff over at the Eastview Lodge, and I'm sure they're really looking forward to this. It's going to be a great place to work. I would like to acknowledge that both my mother and father are here, the residents of Eastview Lodge, and they're certainly looking forward to making the move, going through Greece to right over here. And I think they've given me a good groundwork in life and got me to where I am, and it's certainly nice to have them here and look forward to moving into here. I think this is truly a day of accomplishment. It's something that we waited a long time for. I thank everyone that's taken part in this. Thank you very much.
Just 1, 2, 3, or we just do
I'll give you 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Correct.